Welcome to Validity. You can see it there, the little Ferrari symbol. So this is the Principles of Assessment valid. Your assessments need to be valid. National Corporate Training, Emily Gunkelman here. So when we talk about validity, we've got that little Ferrari on the Ferrari because you know it's a Ferrari. How do you know? Because it's got the Ferrari symbol. It is what it says it is. It is what it says it is. It is valid. Okay. So, from a vet perspective in Australia, what we're talking about here is what? You're weighing it against what? How do you know your assessment instrument, your assessment tool rather, is valid? What shows you that? Because it reflects what? The unit of competency. Because your unit of competency is your standard, right? Your competency standard. And so, the questions, right? If you've got self-reflection questions, verbal questions, maybe you've got written questions, something like that, anything knowledge-based, that question, right, reflects exactly what's in the unit. So required knowledge says something like, conducts according to relevant state legislation, regulations, policies, and procedures, right? So your question might relate to, and as we can contextualize, your question will relate specifically to the regulations within your state and whoever your clientele is, your target market, right? So it's not the best example, but if you got a performance criteria, prepare the client for, or here we go, there's a beauty one. Prepare the skin for beauty product application. Okay, so in your observation checklist, right, you wouldn't just put in there, prepare the skin. You would say something like, and I'm not a beauty person, so if a beauty person's watching this, I'm sorry if this is going to get a little bit not accurate, but in the observation checklist, you actually put something like, used a cotton ball with, soapy water, I don't know what you use, or some solution, and, it was like, clean the entire face around the eyes, nose, mouth, cheek, chin, forehead, right? And then you would say, dried skin with cloth or something. So it'd be the actual things that you're doing as you're preparing the skin for cleansing. So the performance criteria is to prepare the skin. Your tool, your assessment instrument, needs to reflect that specifically, right, to industry standard, according to the aqtf level that you're at. So you wouldn't be asking a question like, prepared the molecular structure of the solution of which to apply to the cleansing of the face, if you're in like a Cert 2 beauty services, right? Because that wouldn't reflect the aqtf level. It'd be pitching it too high. So validity is, when you go through that unit of competency and you get it in your head and you just go, yep, I get it. It's clear. I can see competence. I know what they sound like. I know things that they say. I know what they do. I know what they look like. I know the attitude that they have. That is a competent person in this unit. You want to see that reflected in your assessment instrument, in your whole assessment tool. So it's about being familiar with the unit. It's about interpreting the unit appropriately and correctly at the right level, aqtf level, and at the industry benchmark. So not what we think, right, as someone who has a lot of experience in whatever industry that might be, but it's what the unit says. That's where we want to be careful. Easy? Valid. I'll see you in the next video.